So the next stitch is the lazy daisy, and I'm going to work it along this little part of the circle. This is an isolated stitch, but you can work it in little groups to make flowers. So I'm first going to bring my needle up. Now, because this is the first stitch, when I take it down through that same hole, I sometimes catch the knot on the back of my thread. So I just kind of maneuver it out of the way as I'm taking my needle down. And then you're not going to pull the thread all the way through. You can make a little loop with your finger. This one got a little twisted. It doesn't really matter because I just want to see how big of a stitch I'm making. And I'm going to do a fairly long stitch. So the next anchor stitch that I'm going to make is right about here. And your stitch is going to be as big as where your needle anchors it. So just going to adjust that thread. There's my little anchor, and I'm just going to take it down outside of the loop to really anchor it down. And I'll do that one again, and hopefully my thread doesn't twist as much. So we're going to take the needle up, and you're going to go down right in the same spot where you came out. And before you pull it all the way through, decide how long your stitch is going to be. And I just kind of swoop the thread over, and there's my anchor. And then I just pull my thread all the way through. If it twists like it did here, I'm just going to undo my anchor stitch and then take it through again. Sometimes some threads just want to twist. It could also be that you're doing a lot of stitches and your thread just starts to twist. It's not a big deal because you can see how quickly you fixed that. So I could choose to continue to work these along this circle, which I'm going to do, but you can also make them, place them in a flower shape to make like a daisy, which is the name, Lazy Daisy, to make that shape. And I think I'll do one more. Now, if you want them to look thicker, or if you want to use a contrasting thread, you can make a double Lazy Daisy, which is super easy. And, oops, twist that in here. There we go. I don't like to pull it too tight or else it makes the stitch too narrow. So I pull it just enough that it like tightens up, but I don't want it to be too tight of a stitch. So now to make a double Lazy Daisy, in this one that I just stitched, I'm going to bring my needle up, and I'm just going to make the same stitch over again, but a little smaller and inside of this Lazy Daisy. So take my thread down, and then I'm going to bring it up inside of it. It looks really cool when you do this with contrasting threads. So you get lots of colors. And then there's your double Lazy Daisy.